Strict rules of kissing booth cast you need to hear. What rule is Jacob Elordi not obeying that might lose him his career? Why did the makeup artist have to cover this on Joey's body every day? How did Joey's training and dieting rules differ from Jacob? Hello and welcome back to Off-Cam Celebs. For today's video, we will be talking about the strict rules of kissing booth cast you need to hear. Let's get started. No makeup and tattoos. Joey King is one of the most self-assured celebrities we've ever met. She felt completely at ease shaving her head for a job and strolling around Hollywood with an inch of hair on her head like a boss. Though the studio was gracious in allowing her to deviate from the norm, no dramatic hairstyles are permitted and no makeup is not debatable. When the filming day begins, every minute is critical because production delays cost tens of thousands of dollars. As a result, makeup professionals cannot afford to waste time removing old makeup. We're not confident that Joey King is unconcerned about the no makeup regulation. However, there is one part of her body that requires a substantial foundation every day before the camera rolls. Joey and her little sister Kelly got matching bear-shaped Ursa Major constellation tattoos that have a very deep meaning. Turns out that in 2017, Kelly was hit by an 18-wheeler semi-truck while riding her bike. Fortunately, Kelly recovered from this horrible incident and made a post calling her elder sister a biggish bear. So it's probably no coincidence the girls chose a bear-shaped tattoo as a symbol of their strong sister bond. Despite this deeply meaningful drawing on Joey's rib cage, the makeup artist have to cover it before shooting for the sake of her character. Joey also has a tattoo of kanji characters on the back of her right arm, which she got just before hitting the SAG Awards in January 2020. Exhausting workouts. Every film production has its own strict rules that everyone on set has to follow. While some of the rules are clearly made for creating a healthy and safe space, some kissing booth cast rules are pretty extreme, and poor Jacob Elordi probably went through the toughest of them. When filming started back in 2018, Jacob was already in pretty good shape, but the script description of his character put a lot of pressure on him. Jacob revealed to Man's Health that he was constantly worried that he wasn't ripped enough for the big screen and had to intensify his workouts. When filming began, he had a strict rule that he had to go to the gym 7 days a week, twice a day, so he would look perfect whenever the camera was on him, which is like 90% of the movie. Because if you think about, is Noah half naked in almost every scene? As Jacob said, at that time I was super young and got thrown into the world where everyone wanted to talk about my body. It's really bothered me. It was so bad that I made Elordi regret it. He was no longer identified by his talent but rather his great looks and model appearance. Jacob's dislike for his new image was so strong that instead of getting bigger, he actually slimmed down for his next role as Nate in Euphoria. As Elordi said, the kissing booth was all about sculpting and making sure I had this figure that I thought the character needed. Now it's more functional. I want to be a blank canvas and be more concerned with my health. It took some time for Jacob to reevaluate his kissing booth workout routine and forget about doing heavy weights. Today, Elordi is an avid fan of yoga and Pilates, which he practices for an hour each day, being back from at Australia. I cannot imagine what could be more wonderful for Jacob than finding Zen in his beautiful surroundings. I hope with everything going on in this world, the movie can give them some sort of reprieve for 2 hours. I hope they get a smile and find a great amount of joy in watching the movie. That's all I can really ask for, Elordi told Man's Health. In contrast, Joey King has a very different experience when dieting and working out. While shooting in South Africa, Joey posted a picture of a gorgeous sunrise over Table Mountain. The view is so magnetic, of course, but it's her ripped core that had our full attention. She is so fit. Joey says she just listens to her body. She tries to eat healthy and exercise, but she doesn't go crazy. She always says, comes down to balance. And if she feels like pasta and bread for dinner, she's going to have it. It's not about how you look, it's about taking care of your body so you can do you the best for you. She told Women's Health anyway, working out is still a pretty standard rule for the Kissing Booth cast. Staying loyal to the project. It shouldn't come as a surprise, but most celebrities' interviews are somewhat scripted beforehand. Usually, the actors get a list of questions in advance so they can prepare for an interview. However, they also have to keep in mind that they are representing the project and have to be careful with what they say. Otherwise, it may ruin their career. We've already seen how much trouble Jacob Elordi's resting face caused when the fans started accusing him of showing no interest in his work. Actors shouldn't say anything negative about their co-stars of the project or else the drama steals attention from the movie. Funny enough, it looks like Joey and Jacob aren't following this rule as much as they should be. It is working for the movie though. Let's see. In an interview with Cosmopolitan, Joey King opened up about how hard it was to be forced to kiss an ex. But for the sake of the character, she was willing to do whatever it took. Well, at some real point, Joey stayed super professional, which only fueled fans' interest in the movie. Unfortunately, Jacob Elordi has gone way beyond breaking this rule. In a recent interview in Variety, Jacob was asked about the Kissing Booth too, and fans were furious with his answer. "I haven't seen it, you've seen more than I have. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but I haven't. Do you like it?" While the interviewer said he thought it was cute, Jacob asked him not to lie about it. Fans were very upset with this answer, calling him the new Robert Pattinson and Zac Efron for shading the franchise that made them famous. On top of that, Jacob lied about not seeing the ending. The truth came to the surface when Joey King posted a tweet saying that Elordi saw it and he's just lying. While some actors do indeed feel uncomfortable watching themselves on screen, Jacob clearly lied to his fans because of other reasons, and it was deeply offensive to some. Breaking the rule of staying loyal to the project can come at a very big cost of losing future jobs in Hollywood. Hard to blame the studios for not being willing to work with people you are known for in real life. Hope Elordi was made amends with his fans and directors and escape the Twilight curse. Learn new skills at all costs. While casting directors are looking for standout talent, it's extremely hard to find someone who's versatile in everything from riding a motorbike to singing and dancing. That's why if an actor fits a role perfectly, but doesn't have the necessary special skill, there's no excuse for not learning it. And that's exactly what happened to almost everyone on the cast. Taylor Perez, for example, was sure he had failed the audition because he didn't match the call description. Casting directors were preferably looking for an American Idol star who could play guitar, but they fell in love with Taylor and decided to cast him despite his lack of musical and dancing abilities. As Taylor said, it was like you start dancing guitar rehearsals next week. Did we ever? We practiced dancing for hours. While it was exhausting, training definitely paid off. Meanwhile, Jacob Elordi had to learn how to ride a motorbike on set of the first movie. As he revealed to Just Jared, "On the set of Kissing Booth, I learned how to ride a motorbike and I have been obsessed since. Mom, if you're reading this, I'm buying a motorbike." Megan Young almost had to learn how to ride a bike for the first time on set of The Kissing Booth too. The stunt coordinator was really cool and even gave her some lessons, as they say, better late than never. Be nice to your co-stars. A healthy work environment is extremely important to the studios, so being nice to your colleagues is one of the highest priorities. Now that more and more celebrities, including the cast of Riverdale and Glee, have come out about the hard times they face on the set. Studios want to make sure their image is secure, knowing how hard it is for Joey and Jacob to film together. These two deserve a lot of praise for keeping it professional. They both did an incredible job playing lovers, so fans wouldn't notice the slightest tension between Elle and Noah. Other co-stars also had the same good times hanging out together in South Africa. Joey and Joel are the best friends in real life, and they had the greatest times of their lives filming while still finding to include the new cast members into the family. As Mayacy, Richard, and Seller said, everybody has those first days nerves, and I'm thinking I am going to fit in. Are they going to be welcoming? And they completely opened their arms and hearts to working with me. It was a seamless transition, definitely a family. I'm going to maintain. Taylor Perez and Joey became so close that the fans started to ship them. After all, the two spent an incredible time celebrating Joey's birthday together. As Joey told 17, being back on set was like having a really big family back together again. It was wonderful. Staying friends on set is probably the coolest rule of all. Now, what can you say about these rules? Please let me know by leaving a comment down below, and if you enjoyed this video, please press the like button, turn on the notification bell, and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Thank you for stopping by to watch. See you on our next video.